Welcome back, everybody. Last we left off, the party had successfully concluded a amazing deal with the guilds, and now they are departing from Blue Harbor. Party navigator, party leader, where are we going?
Um, so we
We're
needed
going.
to meet with the clerics, right? Where would that be? The City of Glass?
Yes.
Or we do that here? All right, great.
Is that for the interrogation thing?
I
Oh.
think so.
Before we leave Blue Harbor, I'm gonna buy a set of splint mail and a lance for Drek.
You got it.
So I'll subtract the 200 however many gold pieces, and Drek can add those two things to his character sheet.
Okay. Yep, Drek, please feel free to add it to your character sheet. Alright, you guys. What was that?
So in the City of Glass, we're meeting with the clerics to submit ourselves to this interrogation of sort, correct?
Yep.
And that was during the time of essentially our time with, what was her name? Serene?
Yeah, Siren Falconhand.
Okay. Gilmac's not happy, but you guys already knew that.
Feel
You
free
see,
to.
this is quite necessary, particularly because the clerics are the ones who would be taking us to court now.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Alright, so City of Glass, you are going to submit yourself to an interrogation with the clerics. Okay, so they're going to ask you what you did on the adventure. They want everything. Do you tell them everything?
Yeah. I don't remember doing anything illegal, and given that the clerics don't really support the slaving of the.
Now hold on a sec.
Yeah,
I think we definitely did something illegal.
we did. We exhumed
yeah.
those magic items from the temple.
Yeah, I thought we had already agreed that we were gonna return them on the premise that we were gonna ask if we could have them on loan as our reward, or saving the country and also bringing back all their dead paladins.
Right.
Alright, so let's.
Yeah,
this,
so yes,
this is a tougher conversation. So you guys are going through. So you guys are describing your adventure, and then we arrive at this one critical portion. It's this one thing. The exhuming of the magic items under the temple. So
I'm going to.
the paladin and there's some priests behind him. They're talking to you. So continue your story. What happened after you arrived at the temple?
Yes. Indeed. We had heard, we had received information regarding some powerful artifacts that had been placed within the temple some time ago, and believed it would be better if they did not remain on land that the enemy controlled. So we began searching for these items while attempting not to draw attention to ourselves, given that we were in the heart of Xenomorph controlled territory. Uh, we moved cautiously, looking through the surrounding. I believe there were mausoleums. Yes, looking through the surrounding mausoleums, and while I did, I used the ability, an ability known as But did I have mage sight then? No, sorry. I used a detect magic spell so that I would not have to, desecrate the tombs of the fallen. Uh, and as I was looking through the mausoleums, we didn't find anything, at least up until we came upon the central building, whereupon we did discover the artifacts that we were that in question that we were looking for. Um, However, upon attempting to remove them, it seemed that the noise of the stones shifting and breaking attracted the attention of quite a few xenomorphs, among which I believe to be a specimen known as a queen xenomorph. Though this is, of course, pure conjecture. I'm not sure what terms the country uses to refer to a highly evolved xenomorph, which seemed to be commanding those around it. Subsequently, there were eggs and other what they're called, I'm not sure how to describe the webbing that they had exuded over the place, but the eggs that they had left began to hatch, and so we knew it was time to, as they say, get out of Dodge. My friend, what's his name, Drek, uh, conjured a steed to serve as a distraction, given that the steed itself, I don't believe killing it would hold any consequences, as it could simply be resummoned. So it served as a distraction and drew away the xenomorphs, while I then used a magic item that I possessed to lift off and take us to the skies in order to escape pursuit and return to uncontested ground.
Okay.
That's how I'm going to tell the story.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
The Shrine of Miraz is ours, and you recovered these items from the shrine, so they are our magic items. But I have heard... Is that not what you said?
I said, of course, yes.
But I have heard about your exploits from Cyrene, so we have to consider that. I do know your criminal record, so I have to consider that as well. But we are not the end. You know, it's lucky that you guys came here to City of Glass. The Blue Harbor, that's where the Inquisitors are at. We're going to be more lenient with you. We're going to agree to loan you the magic items that you took from the Shrine of Miraz on the condition, if you agree to not commit any evil acts whatsoever until they are returned to the cleric's faction. This will give you an opportunity to continue your good work on behalf of the people of our country, to do good. Then you may keep the magic items. This means no stealing, no killing, no evil acts whatsoever. So that means if a bandits attack you on the road, don't kill them. Use that excuse to kill them. Turn them over to the authorities. Don't trip over a grandma crossing the road. So basically no evil acts whatsoever. Can you guys, and I'm asking honestly, do you guys know the difference between good and evil? Can you be good?
Yes. Although I do have to... Oh, sorry.
I'll
Continue.
do my best. I will do good. I will not commit any evil acts. Being good is superior anyway. Making friends is better than making enemies after all. I'd rather spare the life of a bandit than he might spare mine next time I encounter him.
Yeah, that's I agree with my friend Remishton's with exactly. Although I do have to ask for a little clarification. It is very difficult to prevent people, what's it called, to stop, to not use lethal force when casting spells per se. Would it be like, I can promise that I will not purposefully try to kill any of the citizens of our great nation. But would it be? I'm asking, would it do? What are the how would you deal with situations where the intention was not to kill them? Like, say we attempted to get somebody to surrender peacefully, and rather than go to jail, they imbibed poison, or ran off into the forest and got themselves killed by monsters.
My esteemed colleague, I think you misunderstand them. Death in the heat of battle is inevitable in many cases. You cannot fight on even footing and pull your punches. I think they mean that if someone surrenders to us, we accept that surrender and treat them fairly. Is that
If that's
right,
the case, I
So
Paladins?
promise.
the paladin speaks up. Your obligation to do good. If you keep these magic items from the Shrine of Miros, from the Saint Miros, is that if there is any way to do good in a situation, you must do it. And if there's any way to avoid doing evil, you must take it. So if someone is attacking you, and that means you strike to send them become unconscious. You do not kill them if there's any way for you to not kill them. So if someone's running off, you don't go for the kill shot with an arrow. If there's any way to do good, if there's any way to avoid doing evil, you will take that opportunity. I understand if it's unavoidable, life or death, you're about to get killed, 1 HP, 10 HP, then yes, okay, strike to kill. But if you're at half HP, you have to take the opportunity to not kill them. You have to be above that.
Let me ask you a question, a cavalryman's question. I've been a cavalryman for much of my life, and when the enemy routs, there is often an opportunity to run them down. On the battlefield, men tend to surrender at that point. Most will. Rather than be ran through with a lance, most would stop running and surrender. However, in recent days, it seems that bandits are more, well, some of them are more less valuing of their lives. Should I allow bandits to escape? And because I'm afraid that with a 12-foot long length of wood with a hardened steel tip, it's pretty hard to knock someone unconscious when they're routing. I often have the choice between ending the life of a bandit or allowing them to escape. Not often, but it has happened before and it might happen again. What would you consider to be good in that situation? Allowing
Well,
a bandit to
okay,
go
let me
free?
rephrase. Maybe not. This does not mean you're obligated to do all good acts. This just means you can't do any evil acts. So basically, in this situation, the hypothetical that you presented, if a bandit that ambushed you guys, attacked you, is running for his life, and you have to decide between killing the bandit or you have a hard time rendering him unconscious, that you have to let him go. You don't kill him like that. You either capture him, because you don't know what the bandit is. He could be starving and he could want food, and that's why he attacked. Or he could be a hardened criminal, but you don't know which one is which. So you're not going to make that judgment yourself and end his life. Instead, you're going to capture him or you're going to let him go, because if you let him go, you can just hire someone to go track him down and then capture him alive later on. It's
I
it's exactly how in modern, bringing it back all the way to the modern society, a police officer doesn't shoot someone who's running for their life. You capture him. And if he
That's
gets
quite
away,
fine
then he
by
gets
me,
away.
Paladin.
Okay, so neutral good then. Neutral good is what we're going for. Got it.
Uh,
Understood.
The,
Yeah, I can
the
make that
times
promise.
I've ran down men, it was not because I had a desire to do so. It's because the person paying me wanted me to. In this situation, you're leasing me this magic item. You're patronizing me in a way. I will gladly let bandits go free. I have no desire to bring justice.
No, I'm not saying let the bandits go free. I'm saying capture the bandits instead of killing them.
Of
So
course. I
basically,
was the reason I asked is because there's often a gray area where capture is not an option. If someone is running and not listening when I tell them to stop, I must either follow through with my threat or let them go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just capture them. Um,
yeah.
and then your companion, Dark Wolf, he hasn't agreed. He hasn't disagreed, but he's just sitting there. I'm assuming he has a magic item as well, so you're going to have to speak on his behalf. Is he making this deal?
Trek, you know him best. What do you think, Trek?
Hello.
Here, I'll tell you what.
I reserve the right not to incriminate someone.
Here's what we're gonna do. Your party is gonna depart. If Dark Wolf does anything bad, it's on you. It's on each and every one of you. If you break this agreement, if you abuse the magic items that we're loaning to you, we will send the Inquisitors after you, we will lock you in jail, and we won't kill you, but we will stop you from doing any more evil acts. So if Dark Wolf there commits any evil acts, then all of you will be held responsible. Or you could take the magic item from Dark Wolf and not be held responsible. But either way, you're going to have to make a decision. And I know it's unfair to Dark Wolf because he can't speak right now. And later on in Discord, we'll have Dark Wolf either say yes or no, so he can make his decision then. But until that point, you're going to have to take responsibility for one of those two options.
It's alright. I allowed him to ride Charger the other day, and he bit his tongue so badly that he almost bit it clean off, to be quite honest. So, you'll have to forgive his silence for the time being. Talking is quite painful for him at present.
Yeah. Sure, we'll take responsibility for him.
And before we leave, Gilmac would actually surrender his item for more than one reason. One of those reasons being that when they went after these items, I don't think that Gilmac understood that they actually belonged to somebody else rather than had been their whereabouts were just known. So he would apologize to the guild, to the Clerics Guild, and return the item back, being that it didn't belong to him. Not admitting any guilt or future wrongdoing.
Yeah, you guys are free to do that, and you won't admit any guilt whatsoever. So Gilmac, you return the magic item. You are not bound by this agreement. You can do, he's not saying this is out of character, but you return the magic item, and out of character you can do anything. Good, evil, neutral. This agreement is not binding for you. And you are also not responsible for Dark Wolf.
Okay.
Got
So
it.
I'll return my Cloak of the Bat.
Alrighty. Now in other news, I will bring out the what was it? Four paladin bodies that I had? Or was it 3? It was
I think it was
Cyrene,
3.
and then it was
Yeah.
3. All right, cool.
Yeah, so you return them. I thought you already returned them at Blue Harbor. But yeah, you return them, and they're very happy to see them, and it makes them feel better for giving you the this agreement. They're also going to give each of you guys. Let's see. We could give you items, but maybe as clerics they would give you something a little bit else. So let's go ahead and look at healing potions. Holy water, maybe. Maybe they'll give you the best healing potion. What is that? Potion of supreme healing? That sounds like a really good item. Yeah, they'll give you each a potion of supreme healing. So go into the items area and drag that over. Potion of supreme healing. It's a 1,350 price point. So that's quite a hefty reward for that, each of you. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag that over to Dark Wolf because he participated in that.
If possible, can I forego that and just have the amulet be my reward?
Amulet? What are you talking about?
The loot that we grabbed.
No, definitely not. The loot is a loner. The magic, that magic item is worth a lot more than 1,350.
Say,
I
Drek,
felt like I
I know
tried.
you might be having second thoughts about the deal we've just made. I think these paladins here would be quite happy to accept these items back, if you'd rather not carry them. I myself have considered returning this ring. I sometimes wonder if my character is not the right sort of person to wear it, if you know what I mean. What do you think?
It's definitely going to be some work, but probably better to be able, because it allows him to be more non-lethal. even if it is a little bit more work for him to keep up with.
All right. Beautiful.
Very well.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
With that, they bid you farewell and they thank you for your service.
Alrighty. That's good. All right. So next order of business will be to Red Larch, right?
Okay,
See if Samwise is back.
is that where you want to go, Party Navigator?
Yeah, let's go.
You head over to Red Larch, and let's say it was 2 days to get to the City of Glass, and then another day or two to get to Red Larch, so 4 days have passed so far. And with that, Samwise also arrives back home. So you guys get your invested money plus 15%. How much money did you guys invest? You remember?
The maximum amount possible. I think you wrote it somewhere in Discord, perhaps.
Yeah.
Let's
I know how to find it. I'll look real quick. I have the search feature.
Oh yeah, 80 gold pieces plus 15%. So 80 times 1.15. 92 gold pieces come back to you. So you get 92 gold pieces back for those that invested. And the people that invested are Gilmac, Henrik, Landfed. So I'm going to give Landfed 92. Then, of course, Sleepy and Game Night as well. So I'll go ahead and add 92 to Dark Wolf's inventory. That's going to be 901 now. Okay, that sounds good there. Alright, here is what you see. You see Samwise, a stout halfling in loose-fitting commoner's clothing, sitting on a in a wooden chair. He is relaxing in the sun with a small hat atop his messy brown hair. Beside him is a plump, blue-haired and blue-eyed female stout halfling. She smiles at you. Both halflings wave for you to approach. A few teenage halfling kids are playing tag and sword fighting with wooden sticks in front of the house. Go ahead and put you guys on the map now. So here, 2, 3, 4. There you guys go. You guys should be able to see now. So you are at Samwise's farmstead. He has the bag, like a bag of 92 gold pieces. You know, you guys are ready to take those. You probably already added it to your inventory, but your character takes them when he walks up. And yeah, let me go ahead and show you what Rosie is Samwise's wife. Let me go ahead and show you what they kind of look like. So here's Samwise, and here is Rosie.
My friend, you're still alive. It's good to see you safe in these dangerous times.
It's great to see you as well. And he kind of hands you your investment back. I returned successfully from Daggerford, made a 15% profit, and here is your cut. These are my kids. They're sword fighting around here, just messing around. Don't mind them. And here's my beautiful farm. You see the cabbages, the cauliflower. You know, I bought this farm to grow crops. I was planning on growing some pumpkins, cabbages, tomatoes, cauliflower, grapes, and much, much more. Let me know if you want to buy some food or vegetables in the future. If you see an opportunity for me or want to introduce me to someone that can help me, yeah, please let me know.
Speaking of that, it's a coincidence, quite a coincidence that you should say that, Samwise. Because I have a bit of an issue coming up. You see, I've hired some workers, yeah, to work at the mine that I own. But the issue is that lies in that they will also be living there, and food will very quickly become an issue. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to purchase some food from you, but more importantly, I'd like to purchase some seeds. You know, planting stock, that sort of thing. Forgive
Okay.
me if I use the wrong term.
Yeah, seeds. Yeah, that's fine. We can give you some seeds. Just what kind of seeds do you want?
I take some of everything really. I'm unfortunately I'm not very knowledgeable in the art of growing and farming. Uh, more in the art of picking and mixing really. Uh, so what's it called? Whatever you feel is best. I'm welcome. I'm open to any recommendations.
All right. Tell you what. Why don't you give me 30 gold pieces, and I'll give you an assortment of 300 seeds.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a deal. I'll hand him the 30.
Okay. You give 30 gold pieces to Sam. Sam gives you 300 seeds, and this is like for tomatoes, for grapes, pumpkins. I don't know if cauliflower actually uses seeds or cabbages. Do you know, guys? Maybe they
Not
just give you
sure.
some sproutlings or something. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
300.
I think yes. I think they have seeds. I think they do have seeds.
Okay, well, they gave you 300 seeds. So, there you go.
All right. Many thanks, Samwise.
That's
I
right.
will then. Yeah, I'll walk off and deliver the seeds to what's it called? The escaped slaves waiting outside of town.
Yeah, but
Or maybe
before
I'll
you
help them.
go, gosh, what is your you're leaving so early? Do you want to join us for a little brunch?
Why, of
Yeah.
course. Unless we're on a schedule, are we, Cypher?
No schedule. We should take things easy. We've just come back from a rather grueling journey after all. Yeah, I'd be fine to stay for a brunch.
Okay. So
Yes,
yeah,
I'm personally starving. I ain't had nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days.
that was really cool. I like that reference. I'll give you a point of inspiration. For those in the audience who know what uh, that reference is from, I commend you. What? So yeah, they slice up some whole wheat bread. They put on some tomatoes, some sauces on top. Give you some kind of like a vegetable sandwich, each of you guys. You guys each gain a point of temporary hit points. So yeah, the war I think has been going on and off, good and bad. You know what? And I hear the wood elves have joined, which is pretty cool. But what is your opinion on immigration of the wood elves or any other of the different people that are located in the periphery of our country? We lost a lot of people in the war with the Xenomorphs, which has decreased our workforce. I am having a hard time getting workers. And the Senate wants to negotiate with the Wood Elves in Saphira, that's the name of their nation, and indigenous people in the east of Fandor to use their workers. Maybe you would be willing to help with this. What do you think? Maybe you should get involved.
Well, I'm no diplomat, but I support we need people to replenish the stock of warm bodies, of course. I can see the sense in that. But
Maybe
I'm not sure how I can help. I'm a soldier.
maybe offering your services to the Senate by talking with some of the clerks in the front office of the Senate building in the City of Glass. Maybe try to make friends with nobles or diplomats to try to get involved in international missions. There are a lot of ways to get involved. People will need skilled adventurers like you. But on the other hand, maybe this thing isn't too important. Maybe we can do this by ourselves. It would
Are you talking
certainly
about your?
drive up to with the supply of workers is lowered, then that means you would have to pay them more to get their services. So that'd certainly be good for the workers if we didn't let them in, but it'd be bad for the businesses that rely on a good workforce.
Hmm. Yes, I think we should certainly let them in. I see no reason not to. There's nothing to lose for us.
Hey,
Prosperity benefits all, as far as I know. Certainly benefits me.
I have no opinion on the matter really. So I don't really. It's not. I'll admit it hasn't been on the forefront of my mind. Although I feel we're a little busy to be in what's it called to be involving ourselves at this juncture. We have we have so much to do.
Oh yes, and we still do need your help escorting our kids to that dungeon in Fandor. We would really
18
appreciate
That's
days
it
actually,
from
if you
now, you
helped.
said?
It's
That's in 18 days?
it's approximately 14 days, because you guys have spent already
Oh,
4 days
14.
um, traveling from Blue Harbor to here, to the City Glass, and then to
Well,
here.
well, Samwise, you are a friend. You know, I will make certain that my companions and I are present at the
Excellent.
time of departure. Where will we need to be for
Just
that?
right here. We'll depart from my house.
alrighty.
I will count every day to make sure I do not lose track.
Yeah. But there's another hot topic I want to talk to you about. You know, with the war going on, um, what is your opinion on the medical drug retinol? During the war, many people were seriously injured. They used retinol for pain relief and sedation. We are now learning that this medical drug is very, very addicting. So people are willing to lie, steal, and do many unethical things to get their hands on retinol. And the withdrawal symptoms are horrible, including panic attacks, nausea, vomiting, insomnia. So if you're interested in helping people, I recommend you go to a hospital, volunteer your help. I think they would need it. What do you think about this? Or how do you think about it?
Samwise, I'm afraid that you may know this about me, but I am a soldier of fortune, and I'm afraid there would not be much fortune to be found in that. You're an exception because you're a friend, so I'll help you because I like you. But I'm afraid that for those folks, it's tough luck.
Nicholas starts twitching.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Oh.
even consider it, Drek, Gilmac?
Cypher starts visibly twitching. He says, and you wouldn't believe. You said they a new medicinal drug was invented while we were out of the country.
It was discovered somehow. I don't know who discovered it, but it was, people were coming out back without arms or legs or, horribly mutilated by the Xenomorphs. And so they injected this drug into them, into the soldiers, and now they're kind of addicted. That's the situation.
I might be able. I might be able to help with that. I find, as you know, Samwise, I am an alchemist myself. This sort of thing does interest me, although uh, I might not be interested in it for the right reasons. So perhaps I'll hold off on that for now. Uh, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Um,
would I be able to help them?
Unfortunately, this is not something that magic can cure. The healing powers. It changes the body, but it does not injure the body, so healing would not work. Furthermore, it's less, there are some spells that priests can cast, lesser restoration, greater restoration, but it doesn't seem to have any effect on this kind of addiction, this craving of the body.
Indeed, it's more like a psychological, a mental strain, if you would. changing the nature of the mind so that it constantly craves the substance. Um, hmm,
It's just something to think
I would
about.
like to research it. Yeah, I would like to research it, but
You know,
can't be in two places at once.
you guys are powerful adventurers now. You guys are much more powerful than when I met you guys way so many months ago. It's within your power to make a difference. I'm not going to pressure
Well,
you into doing anything. I just want you to consider it.
well, you got my attention. You can be assured that I'll consider it. I'll consider it thoroughly.
Kind of Rosie speaks up as well. Yeah, well, enough with this gossip. My kids will be leaving for Fandor in less than 3 weeks. 14 days. They plan on delving into a dungeon that has a savage tribe of goblins living in it. And the kids, with their wooden swords, they go, woo! They kind of raise their hands. Rosie kind of like shakes her head. The woodsmen in the area have seen at least a dozen goblins. The goblins look malnourished, crazy, and weak. The locals say they don't have anything deadlier than a slingshot and a dagger. So rumors suggest that the goblins guard a valuable treasure, but no one has dared to investigate. There is a supernatural mist oozing from the dungeon that is very disturbing. We have asked you to help protect them, so can you promise to protect them and come back here in 14 days?
You have my
Uh,
word, although might you consider not sending them on this errand? Or forbidding them from attempting it? I would like to say that a dagger is the mightiest weapon on the battlefield for killing even men in armor. Its concentration of force and close proximity to the wrist allows the tip to be manipulated through the toughest of armor. I've used daggers to kill many men. Not many, but in the opportunities that I've been forced to engage in close combat with another man in full harness, it is the tool for the job. If the goblins are armed with daggers, that is plenty to kill any of us. I think that is no thing for a child, even one their age, to attempt. I think it would be wise to cancel this mission. If you insist, I will gladly protect your children as best I can. But if goblins attack from all sides, it may be impossible for us to stop them from being hit.
yeah. Indeed, if you insist on sending them, uh, how they're children. They wouldn't be proficient in armor, in the use of armor or any such thing. We will try our very best to defend your children. Should you insist upon them going this route, but like I said, this isn't something that they should be doing lightly.
We definitely don't want them going, but we also they want to go, and they're about to reach adulthood, and they're going to do it anyway. So let's do it the responsible way. Let's do it with supervision. That's why I want you guys protecting them.
You have some sort of armor for them, and perhaps shields of adequate size?
They don't have any armor. I think they have some slingshots and they have the wooden swords. It's mostly just going to be you guys clearing off the goblins and then them kind of sitting in the back, clapping and, maybe throwing their slings, or they're using their slings to throw stones.
All right. I suppose
All right.
we'll sandwich them between us and keep someone in the rear in case we're snuck up behind. I've never faced goblins personally. I've fought more men of my own species, but I have heard that they're crafty and like ambushes.
Crafty.
Maybe you guys can
Yeah.
train them, really get
That's
them.
what Drake's been doing this whole time.
Yeah, and you can tell that you can tell that they suck. They're not good at sword fighting. They do not have proficiency whatsoever. So, yeah, but they're pretty quick. They're kids.
Goblins are filthy creatures, and while I don't normally like to kill anything goblins, I won't even bat an eye killing a goblin.
Yeah. And the goblins are
All
evil
right.
creatures. It would not trigger your obligation to, not kill them. These guys are like wild. This is like
Yeah.
it's like the same as like killing like a wild, um, well, not a wild creature, but like a deranged creature with rabies, or something like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
my point is, you can kill the goblins without breaking your obligations to the clerics. You're good.
Alright.
All
Okay
right.
then.
And yeah,
Nicholas will stand up. He'll say thank you for the meal, and like we said, Reshman has come with me to places that make him rather uncomfortable. I feel no need. I feel no need to deny him this. The aid of your children. So you can count me in. I will devote my full strength to the defense of your children.
all right. Well, thank you very much, Drek. Thank
Thank
you very
you,
much,
Cypher.
Mishton. Thank you very much, Cypher, and thank you very much, Gilmac. With that, if you guys have nothing else, you depart from Samwise's little farmstead and you continue on your journey.
Excellent.
Cool.
I just
Alright.
love the mental idea of everyone else having like a complete conversation with Samwise about the political climate of everything, while Drek is just sitting in the back, sword fighting with all the kids.
Yeah, that is
Oh yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. Okay, so once we leave, I will hand over the seeds to the group of escaped slaves uh, for use in starting to grow their own food.
Yeah, the escaped slaves are with you right now, but you're like pretty far from your mine. So does anyone want to